Yeah, good to see you. I took a little break. I'm sure you missed me desperately. Understandable. But I'm back. So my video today is based on some suggestions that y'all made. So I'm going to be doing some foils on regular nail polish, and this is just like a really fun, quick technique that anybody can do. I'm using a really limited color palette and very few supplies. So, and you also have a couple options for how you can do this. So let's go. Okay, here's pretty much all the supplies we're gonna be using today. I have put down Orly Vintage on top of some medium almond tips here, and they are dry. They are 100, well, they're pretty dry enough for this. I'm gonna be using this gold foil. I'm thinking this one. Woo! Okay, I have a, that's green. This came with one of the MXM boxes for the Maximalism box. They gave us a big bin of foil, but I don't need this much. The hardest part is like getting it back to where it belongs. I just started, like I have a bunch of other these and I just started throwing them in a bag, like a makeup bag. They're just all loose, screw it. Okay, so I've got my piece here that I want, a little gold hollow, that's good enough. And then I thought I would just try a couple different ways just to show you what works best. I have some foil glue. This is the Maniology foil glue. I do not currently have other foil glue. And then this is just regular sticky base coat. So what I'm gonna do is called dry brushing. And so I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna wipe off pretty much everything that's on it, on the edge here. And then very lightly, I'm just gonna flick the brush on top there, and I'm not gonna cover the whole thing. So let's do 2 with the foil glue. These first 2 will be foil glue. Get a little on the side there, okay. And foil glue is meant to dry for a long time. So let's see on the back here, it says apply glue on bare nails or over polished nails. Allow glue to dry completely. It will turn clear when dried. Cut foil to size, press on the nail firmly. Gently peel back foil and apply top coat to seal. So I could try to do a full nail, but I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not good at it. It works much better on gel. Oops, I'm doing the wrong thing here. So let me wipe off all my excess here and then do like that. This is really, really sticky still. Okay, the sticky base coat dries a lot faster, so let's start with that. Okay, a couple things I want to fix here. I don't like that it's hollow. So let me get my, I told you it was a mess. It's pretty bad. Okay, I just want to find a gold one, like a regular gold one. That looks good. That looks much better. You can see it's pretty messed up. So yeah, all I'm doing is just really quickly kind of just touching onto the nail. Same thing here. There we go. Kind of looks like a crackle effect, don't you think? Okay, this is not working as well with the sticky base. Let me try it one more time because I kind of forgot to dry brush this. I was chit-chatting. All right, And then I'm just gonna stick it on there like right away, pretty much. Yeah. That is more what I wanted. So get that off of there, and then I'm just gonna cut. There. Perfect. Perfectly imperfect. So you can see the effect is a little bit different. The foil glue is picking up a little more detail, and then this is kind of more of a scattered look. So those actually both look perfect. So what do you think would you do? It's probably better bet that you have sticky base than the foil glue. So they both work. Maybe this is like way too extra, but I'm just thinking it would look cute with honey pot on top as well. Just a little extra gold. And I know you always want to know what's on my real nails. I apologize, I only have one done. I just ran out of steam. But I used the new January Mani by Me box. And it came with like these little color changing gems, little heart gems. So I know like 3D stuff is just super trendy. It just has been for ages, and it just like the charms are getting like chunkier and chunkier, and I just thought, okay, well, I'm just gonna try it myself because I don't know, I just wanted to try it, and it's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be really bad, but it's only moderately bad. But look, not that I ever go outside, but if I were to, the little hearts would change color in the sun. Isn't that so cute? So yeah, and then I used a magnet effect on the bottom. I just did like the velvet effect, and then I topped it with a jelly. And then I just used this 3D sculpture gel, and I basically just piped it right out of here. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I did for that. And then this was one of my New Year's manis, which was a Year of the Dragon, but I had it all peeled off here. So I don't know, I can't really decide what I want to do, if I'm gonna like do the same thing over here or what. So that's why it's like that. It's still pretty wet. So another thing I thought would be kind of fun to play around with was different outline colors. So I picked out 3 here. I've got Falling Leaves, Boba, and Literary Classic. So let's just pick them up. This is Falling Leaves. I'm gonna start with this one, and I'm gonna like do these dim sum plates. This is Maniology plate M175. Don't forget that I have a 10% off discount code that you can use on the Maniology website. You can get 10% off anything on there with my code ZEN10. Okay, and then I got Coconut and Winnie. I'm just gonna reverse stamp only the buns right now. I could just stamp this right on top, and I think that would look okay. However, I think it might be fun to double stamp this or shadow stamp it with BAM white. Or okay, this might be very misguided, but so I don't know. I'm good with white, I think, too, but I'm just feeling like I don't know. I'm curious what happens if I do this, so let me do it. The best art is made of curiosity. You know, when they say trust the process is basically figuring out, is this gonna work? Process is an art theory, a theory of expression. Okay, oh yeah, this is gonna be crazy. I'm just gonna stamp like right on top of it if I can. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, yes, that was the right thing. I'm glad I trusted. That's super cool. Let me show you. Let's try picking it up in a lighter color. This is Literary Classic. I'm gonna do the same thing here with our buns. I've been thinking about friendship lately. It's just some certain things going on in the nail community and also in my life. And something I really don't like is when people do stuff for you or give you things that you didn't ask for or maybe you didn't want, and then, well, let's just assume you're grateful for them, because I always am. I'm grateful for anything. I'm like so like just grateful to be alive every minute of the day. So I express my gratitude toward everybody all the time. So I'm a grateful person, but I get accused of being ungrateful a lot because, well, a lot by people who I think are trying to manipulate me. But I really don't like when people try to kind of like discount your feelings because you are in debt to them for these favors that they did for you. So it's like, how could you do that? How could you say that after all I did for you, after I gave you this and did that? It's like, well, first of all, how long am I supposed to be in debt for this? And second, just because someone does something for you doesn't mean you don't have feelings anymore or you don't have boundaries. But what happens, I've noticed, is that a good way to tell if a friendship is real or not is to set a boundary, and how that person reacts to that will tell you everything you need to know. If you tell a friend that you're upset about something that they did, or that they hurt you, or that you have a line that was crossed and you want them to know where it is, if they apologize and are glad to know where your boundaries are, then that's your friend. But if they get mad, then that's manipulative and that's not your friend. I don't know why people like that keep people like me around. Maybe they just feel like they're better than me, or I mean, who knows? Anyway, this is pretty. Got a nice, very soft, literary classic gray outline. It gives it kind of a nice, more mature look. But I'm tempted to double stamp it. I think let's leave it alone for now. I guess for me, a friendship isn't really about doing favors. It's about sharing your life and sharing your inner world and having conversations and sharing ideas and exploring the world through conversation and ideas. I don't need stuff. I don't care about money. I don't need much. I don't ask for much. All I want from a friend is just someone to talk to me, to tell them what's going on with their life, what's going on in their head, and hopefully lead to some deeper conversations after that. I just like having stimulating conversations with people, and if I'm not able to do that, then I guess it sounds really cold and harsh, but I don't have the energy for it. I mean, I'm 40 years old. My life just started. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's move on. This is boba. It's funny because, well, it's not funny, but I've heard that a lot of couples that are on the rocks or friends, I'm guessing that happens to, kind of use Christmas as like a test. This is a bad pickup. Get through the holidays, maybe it'll, we'll try one last time kind of thing. But January apparently is when everyone files for divorce. So I guess it's like you get through the new year and you think, well, your priorities might be in different places and it's just not working. So, I'm not liking this pickup. Maybe the plate is dirty. I'm just gonna do the one I did here, and then I think it's because this bottle is old. I might need to get a new one. Yeah, it's definitely my bottle of polish. Let me see if I have an extra. Oh, of course I do. Enjoy your retirement. By the way, this is what I'm saying isn't directed at anybody. Obviously, I have some things on my mind, but yeah, no. I think about this stuff a lot, and when it's relevant, it makes me think about all the other times and all the patterns and stuff. Maybe it's just part of getting older, but over time, it's like these patterns of people's behavior become so predictable. It bores me. All right, we've got our third set of dim sum. And on this one, I am going to shadow stamp it with the white. I'm curious how that will look. In friendships like that, and I don't feel bad. I don't know. I'm kind of a weird person, and like maybe I'm not that easy to get along with. I don't know, but I just like some relationships, they have a start time and an end time, and you know, it's like a movie, you know, it starts and then it ends, and then that's it. It's over. It served its purpose. And it's not that people are disposable, but it's that we might not be helping each other anymore in our lives. Maybe we've served each other's purpose. Nothing lasts forever. And honestly, when I find out that people have been mistreating me, like sometimes I don't notice, you know? You don't notice until it's late, or like you kind of ignore all those little, like the little things or the little gut feelings, or just like those things that kind of nag at you, like why did they say that, or why did they look at me like that, or whatever. You start to question yourself, and then I don't know, it's just a bad cycle. I spend a lot of time like brushing up on like identifying toxic behaviors and manipulation. Like honestly, so many people in this world are so controlling, and I don't know, like we have to operate within the parameters that like we all share as a reality. Like, you know, the world is just programmed to be unfair. Fighting against that is miserable. Just accept that that's the rule and work around it. I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent. Y'all probably think I'm crazy. Let me double stamp this. Like, I'm gonna put this one like a little bit of a shadow. So instead of stamping it kind of on top like that one, I want the white to show a little more. So I want it to be like that. Ooh, that's fun. That's pretty. I guess for the last one, let's try to use watermelon as the outline. Also, this morning when I woke up, it was 19 degrees Fahrenheit. 19. That's crazy. So I've got a fire going. It only like just recently got above freezing today. And there's snow. It snowed like 3 inches yesterday. It was crazy because I was up here doing these nails, and I saw that it had, like, there were flurries on the forecast, and they were like just a couple of little snowflakes falling, you know, just how they do. And then so I was up here for a couple hours, and downstairs Sam was looking out the windows out there, like where he is now, and he kept saying like, doe, 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 whoa, just like that. And you know, I was just talking back with him. I didn't know, you know, I just thought he was saying gibberish. But then when I looked up, there was snow like everywhere. It was just snowing like crazy. And I think he was saying snow, like, come look, look, there's snow. It's snowing. Anyway, that was the cutest. Sam is from New Orleans, so he did not grow up seeing snow, so every time it does snow, I make a big deal out of it, and I guess he was paying attention. Yeah, Sam was hatched in 2006, I think. I'm his third owner. So he had 2 families before me. The first one, I think, had him for 3 years. And then the other one had him for 5 years. And so he was 7 years old when I got him. And last year he turned 18. So I hope he's happier here. He don't have much of a choice about stuff in his life, does he? Try to give him as much enrichment as I can and take him out everywhere. Man, let me give you some unsolicited advice. Like, it really bothers me when we're out with Sam and people come up, and this happens almost every time. Someone comes up and says, "Oh, I used to have a bird," and then they'll explain like how it died, and it's usually like, honestly, like, not to be mean, but it's usually because they neglected it and they don't understand, you know. So it died really early, and it really makes me upset, you know, as you can imagine. Like, I don't want to hear that. And I actually, like, maybe this is like showing my hand too much, but I wrote to Dear Abby, and I was like, what do I do? Like, I can't be rude to these people, but it like kind of ruins my day when people describe like how they killed a bird, you know. And she wrote to me, well, tell them it makes you very sad. And so I thought, okay, well, I sort of had been doing that, but maybe not as directly as she meant. And so when I went out with him, the next time it happened again, and this guy came up and he was describing all the birds in his life. And I kept saying, I'm like, oh, that makes me really sad. I don't like hearing that. It makes me really sad. But it just encourages people. So Dear Abby, I know you watch this. Girl, that was bad advice. It was bad advice. People really enjoy like trying to get that sympathy, but they're looking in the wrong place. I don't have it. All right. Man, this is a chatty video today. Y'all getting all the tea. I took that little break, you know, over the holidays. So I guess I had some thoughts built up. Okay, I like the red one too. It's kind of hard to see, but I think like the watermelon color really kind of jives with this vintage color. It's so pretty together. But I don't know. I don't really like that just on its own. It's kind of boring. So what if let's try the literary classic, I guess. Why not? Ooh, weird. Okay, need to line it up. This is gonna be weird. That's Sam clicking his beak. Whoa, I mean, doesn't look great, but it's interesting. It's not like I have a lot going on where I gotta go, but let me just try to, I want to stamp white on top just to ruin this a little more, because like at this point it doesn't even matter. Not that it did anyway, because this is just for demo, but I don't know. Sometimes if I mess up a nail and it's like, oh, I wonder if that would work. It's like, well, what do I have to lose? I already ruined it. It's hard to see. Whoa, okay, yeah. It certainly gives it some depth. I guess that would make sense since it's layered like 4 times. I kind of like it. Looks like a chalkboard or something. So there's 4 different looks using a very small color palette, and I I did a little bit of foil work in the background, not too much, just a really simple kind of foolproof foil technique for adding a little bit of background. So that's it. I'm so glad y'all were able to join me today. It was really nice hanging out and making these, kind of playing around with some dim sum, and thank you for listening to me ramble. Editing these is gonna be like, what are you talking about? But anyway, I had fun, and I'm feeling a little better after that little break. This time of year, I'm gone. Like, my brain is on strike. It's demanding better working conditions, and I got bad news for it. It ain't happening. So thank you so much, my friends. Really appreciate y'all. Thank you, my member subscribers. And until next time, bye.